Hey there, explorers! Are you ready for an incredible journey through time? Get ready for an adventure back in time, to a world that existed millions of years ago. We're going way back, to when dinosaurs roamed the earth, dominating the land with their massive size and strength. But today, we're focusing on a creature that soared through the skies, a true marvel of prehistoric times. Let's meet the amazing Pteranodon. This fascinating creature wasn't just any flying reptile. This incredible reptile wasn't a dinosaur, but it lived alongside them, sharing the same ancient world. Can you imagine looking up and seeing this giant flying creature with its enormous wingspan, gliding effortlessly through the air? It's like something out of a movie. But this was real life millions of years ago. Pteranodon ruled the prehistoric skies, a true king of the air. It glided over vast oceans, using its keen eyesight to search for food, mainly fish and other small marine creatures. With its big beak and even bigger wingspan, it was a sight to behold. Its wings could stretch up to 33 feet, making it one of the largest flying animals ever. Are you ready to learn more about this awesome flyer? There's so much more to discover about the Pteranodon. Buckle up, because we're about to take off on a high-flying adventure. We'll explore how it lived, what it ate, and how it managed to dominate the skies for millions of years. Did you know that Pteranodons also had nesting sites where they raised their young? These sites were often located on cliffs or other high places to protect their eggs from predators. Paleontologists have discovered many Pteranodon fossils, giving us a glimpse into their fascinating lives. These fossils help us understand how they lived and thrived in their prehistoric world. Imagine the sky filled with these magnificent creatures, their wings casting shadows on the ground below as they soared through the air. It's a breathtaking sight to think about. So grab your notebooks and pencils, and let's dive deeper into the world of the Pteranodon. There's so much to learn and discover about this incredible flyer from the past. Our journey through time is just beginning, and there's no limit to the amazing things we can uncover. Stay curious, explorers, and keep reaching for the skies. So, the Pteranodon is a big word, right? It sounds like something a superhero would shout. Well, it's Greek for toothless wing. That's right, this flying reptile didn't have any teeth. Can you imagine trying to eat without teeth? We'll talk more about how it ate later. Pteranodon lived a long time ago during a period called the Late Cretaceous. That's even older than when the T-Rex roamed around. Imagine a world with no cars, no buildings, just dinosaurs and giant flying reptiles. That's the world Pteranodon ruled the skies in. Get ready to be amazed! Pteranodons were huge! These magnificent creatures roamed the skies during the Late Cretaceous period, around 70 million years ago. They were one of the largest flying reptiles ever to exist. Imagine a school bus lying on its side. Now, picture wings stretching out from each side, even longer than the bus. The wingspan of a Pteranodon could reach up to 33 feet, which is about the length of a school bus. Now, picture wings stretching out from each side, even longer than the bus. That's how big a Pteranodon's wingspan could get. These wings were not just for show. They were perfectly adapted for soaring through the skies. That's how big a Pteranodon's wingspan could get. With such an impressive wingspan, Pteranodons were masters of the air. They could glide effortlessly, covering vast distances without flapping their wings too much. With wings that wide, they could glide through the air for a long time. Their flight was similar to that of modern-day birds of prey, like eagles and hawks, which use thermal currents to stay aloft. They were like giant prehistoric gliders. Imagine hang gliders, but on a much grander scale. Pteranodons used their massive wings to catch the wind and glide gracefully through the air. Even though they were big, they weren't heavy. Despite their enormous size, Pteranodons were surprisingly lightweight. This was crucial for their ability to fly. Their bones were hollow like a bird's. This unique adaptation made their skeletons strong yet light, allowing them to take to the skies with ease. Hollow bones are a common trait among flying animals, reducing their overall weight. This helped them stay light and soar through the air with ease. Pteranodons could travel long distances in search of food, using their keen eyesight to spot prey from high above. Next time you see a bird flying, imagine it's a pteranodon. These ancient creatures were the true pioneers of the skies, long before birds evolved to take their place. It might be hard to picture something that big in the sky, but trust us, they were up there. The next time you look up and see a bird soaring, take a moment to appreciate the incredible history of flight that began with the pteranodons. These giants of the past paved the way for the avian wonders we see today. Remember how we talked about Pteranodon not having any teeth? You might be wondering, how did they eat? Great question. Pteranodons love to eat fish. They were like the seagulls of the dinosaur world. They would fly over the ocean and use their sharp beaks to scoop up fish from the water. Imagine a pelican diving into the water. Pteranodons might have done something similar. They could spot a fish from high in the sky, swoop down and catch it in their beak. No teeth, no problem. Pteranodon's beak was the perfect tool for a seafood diet. So, how do we know so much about pteranodons? Well, scientists have found their fossils. Fossils are like clues from the past. They're the preserved remains of ancient animals and plants. Pteranodon fossils have been found in places like Kansas and South Dakota. Can you believe that millions of years ago, those places were covered in water? That's where many pteranodons lived and flew. Scientists have learned a lot about pteranodons by studying their bones. They can tell how big they were, what they ate, and even how they flew. It's like putting together a giant jigsaw puzzle, but instead of a picture, we're building a picture of the past. Ready for some amazing pteranodon trivia? Here are some fun facts that'll make you the pteranodon expert of your class. Pteranodons could fly across entire oceans. They were like the airplanes of the dinosaur world. The crest on a pteranodon's head could grow to be longer than a basketball. That's one big hat. Pteranodons are related to dinosaurs, but they're not dinosaurs themselves. They're more like cousins. Pretty cool, right? Next time you see a bird flying, remember the pteranodon, the giant flying reptile that soared through the prehistoric skies. Well, explorers, we've learned so much about the pteranodon today. We've discovered how big they were, how they flew, and even what they ate. It's amazing to think that these incredible creatures once soared through the same skies we see today. Though pteranodons lived millions of years ago, we can still learn about them thanks to fossils and the hard work of scientists. Who knows what other amazing creatures are waiting to be discovered? So keep exploring, keep asking questions, and never stop being curious about the world around you. There's a whole world of amazing discoveries out there, just waiting to be found. Until next time, keep on exploring.